Hi everyone and welcome to Devcast tutorials. So in this part we are going to have a look at how we can build a slider for a simple HTML website. So let's have a look at that. So first of all, what we are going to do, if you have installed the Emmet plugin in Sublime Text, you can actually type in HTML like this, and okay, sorry. So this is a different file I was trying it on. So you can actually type in HTML like this, and if you will press enter, the entire snippet will be prepared for you. The entire code snippet by default will be prepared for you. So this is done by the virtue of the Emmet plugin. If you do not have this installed in your Sublime Text, install it and it will work like a charm for you. So the first thing that we will need to do obviously is download the Owl Carousel. We are going to use Owl Carousel for creating slider for our HTML website. So for that purpose, what we will have to do is we will have to go to the browser and search for Owl Carousel. So I have the Owl Carousel already installed in my system. I mean, it has been unzipped and already been used in other projects for my clients, and also for teaching other students. I have this thing downloaded in my system. For you, what you will have to do is go to this first link, which is this Owl Carousel 2.3.4, which is the latest version at the moment. As soon as you will visit this website, you will get to see the different demos for this Owl Carousel. Like if you go to this basic demo, you can see this kind of carousel over here, and it looks pretty good. Also there are other demos that you can see, like this kind of responsive Owl Carousel. Okay, and also then at the same time, if you will go to this autoplay, you will see that this carousel is going to autoplay all by itself. So this is the carousel we will basically be using because we want our slider to autoplay itself. So what you will have to do is obviously uh, download the Owl Carousel from here. After you have downloaded it, it will be in a zip file like this, and after the zip file, okay, let me come over here. So yes, so after you unzip the Owl Carousel, you will see this kind of folder, and get inside the Owl Carousel 2.3.4, and you will come across these things. And from the distribution folder or the dist folder, you will obviously have to copy this two three things that you will have to take from here. I have already taken them inside my project. So as you can see, these are the three things that you will mostly require from the Owl Carousel folder, and these three things are available inside the dist folder and the docs and then the assets folder. Let me show it to you. So I have over here the owlcarousel.min and owltheme.default.min. These two are the CSS files, and these are available over here in the dist folder. In the assets, you will see this theme default.min, owl.themedefault.min, and owlcarousel.min. So these are the two files you will be needing in order to make your your slider work in your HTML website. And also what you will be needing is this owlcarousel.min JavaScript file, and also in this docs folder, if you go to this assets, inside the assets you have the vendors folder. Inside the vendors folder you will find this jquery.min. So this is the file also you will be needing. I am actually going to link a CDN for a jquery.min, so I'm not taking it from here. You can take it from here and use it in your website project. It won't be a issue. So let's have a look at how we can actually do that. Since we have this thing downloaded over here and kept inside it, I'm going to copy this folder of mine and paste it inside my, okay, I have this already, no? So this is the design 2 that I am working upon at the moment. So I have the owl carousel already in place. So what I will have to do is link it first of all. I think this, they have this already available. Okay. So nope. I think the name of the folder is owl carousel only. Yes, so owl carousel, then what do we have? We have owl carousel.min and owl carousel theme default.min. Okay, so these are the two files that I'll need to use. Let's copy this and paste it over here, owl carousel slash carousel.min. We are done with this, and then what we are supposed to do, we are supposed to copy the same thing from here and just paste it over here, owl carousel, and this time I think it's a different name. Yes, theme default.min, theme default.min. Okay, did I use any space? Okay, yeah. So the next thing that we are supposed to do is we are supposed to script, we are supposed to include a script, and this script is going to be this owl carousel.min, which is this JS script. This is we are supposed to include src is equal to owl carousel.min, and it's inside the owl carousel folder, which I didn't implement over here. The path I did not specify correctly. Again, what I will need to do apart from this is I'll need to use a jQuery CDN. jQuery CDN. So I'm using the CDN. You don't have to use the CDN, okay? Because you can use the jQuery.min from the owl carousel folder that you will get. I am using this CDN out here because of my own. This is my own way of doing the work actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this entire CDN. I think it's been copied, yes. So after this I'm going to paste the script over here, or I'll do one thing, let's paste this code at first because the jQuery is what will make the owl carousel actually work. So now that we have it over here, let's go to the owl carousel website itself and have a look at the demo, how they have actually done it. So if we go to the docs and we go to the installation, as you can see, so this is the way they have included the CSS, and the same way I have also included the CSS or implemented the CSS over here, and down below are the JS files that are required to be included. The same is something that I have done. Owlcarousel.min. What I didn't do is I didn't use the .js extension, and also in these cases I haven't, yes, I haven't implemented the .css because these files are actually in CSS files. I'll have to provide the file extensions, otherwise they will not work properly. So first of all we need to create this. Let's copy this and use it inside our body. First of all, okay, so these things, control shift and then V. If you control shift and V this, you will see that it has been pasted with the right indentation. Otherwise if you paste it right away, it won't be pasted with the right indentation. Okay, so what we will need to do is, next we are supposed to have a look at how we are going to trigger this. Okay, the thing is this, that I need to select the type of slider that I want, then only I can trigger. So this is the trigger that you see over here. What we are going to do is, you can create a main.js file, I mean a separate JS file for using this, or you can, what you can do is you can use it inside your own HTML like this. Like I can use the script over here, and then inside the script I can use this. Okay, again it has been printed without indentation, control shift V, and it will be printed with the right indentation. So if I now save it in this way, and actually load the document, which is our this design2.html, if we load it, let's have a look at how this works. So we have these two things over here, and the slider is actually working, but the fact is this, that it is not working in a proper way. Not being able to locate what is happening over here and why the content is not being loaded. Let me have a look at the divs. Okay, there seems to be no problem in the div. So where should there be a, okay, okay, so I think I've got the issue. So the thing is this, that I shouldn't be using src in style sheet. So it's okay for the script where I can use the href, I mean the src, but in case of this, okay, there seems to be another problem. So I'll have to copy this. So this kind of issues generally show up. It isn't a big thing. If you are in dev, then obviously this kind of problems are bound to happen. This kind of issues are very normal in DevOps. So I'm going to paste it over here. I think I have used double quotations, that's the reason why this is showing up like this. So I should be using a quotation over here, and a quotation in the end as well. So once this has been done properly, now let's have a look at how the website actually loads, and let's have a look how it, if it works at the moment. So as you can see, after I have used href instead of src, so that was basically the problem where I was using src and it was jeopardizing the entire path, and we should be using href and not src. Anyways, so now that our content has loaded in our HTML document, now let's use images. Okay, so what sort of images are we going to use? I think I have a couple of images over here. Sorry for that. I think I have a couple of images over here only. Okay, so let's use these two or three images, B1, B2 and B3, right? So what we are going to do over here is going to come over here, and first of all we are going to use the universal selectors and set the margin and padding to obviously 0 pixel. This is the known drill. I think most of you already know about this. So you will have to do this once you are coding your website. You will have to set the default margin and padding to always 0 pixels. Okay, with that being said, let's move on to our our divs. Let's name the class. um, Class is equal to, let's name them as bg1. And why do this anyway? Let's do this class. Okay, class is equal to bg2, and this one is going to be 3. Obviously this is not going to be bg2. And instead of your content, what we are going to do, let's just keep it that way also. We can keep it that way as your content, or we can simply remove this. I think I do not need this at the moment. Yeah, they will not show up in the screen without the URL, background URL, but still let's see. So this is done, and at the moment we are supposed to go over here and target this bg. Three separate images are going to be there, and if I use one particular CSS targeting over here, then it will not work. There won't be one single image for one single class. Okay, background image is done. Now let's see, background size should be covered. And what else? Background pose background repeat, let's set it to no repeat. And let's have a look at how this works. Also for bg2 we are going to do the same. Let me remove this b over here, and let's set them to bg2, bg3 respectively. And also the images URL need to be changed, the path need to be changed. And let's see how this looks. So if we now reload this, do not see any content. Well, there might be a reason behind this. Let me get rid of these things. bg1 class is equal to bg1, bg2, bg3. Where did I? Okay, what did I do? I didn't use it inside the quotations. Should be putting them inside the quotations. Now let's have a look. I think it's going to load this time. Okay, we still don't have images. Let's see what seems to be the issue. Transition name, it's going to be root, display block. Okay, let's do this, and also set it to flex, and also set it to flex. Okay, let's remove this background image and just keep it to background, I think. Okay, so I don't see any problem over here, but still I think it's mainly because I haven't specified any height. This is also something I should be doing. If I do not specify any height, it won't be able to understand. uh, I mean, divs have to be, since this is an image that is being set in the div actually. That's the reason why I need to give it a height, because without the height the div won't be able to show it. I need to assign a height so that it should show. Okay, sorry for that. Let's reload this. I still do not see any image. Okay, so the owl carousel does not load yet. So there has to be some sort of issue at the moment. I don't know what. Let me have a look at that. I think there is some problem with the code. Like I always say that the problem is always with human errors and not with any code errors, because it's us human who codes things. So let's have a look at how it is. I might have done certain mistake. Okay, so I think I have got the problem. The problem is the with a very simple thing, a silly mistake that I have done so far. Is that I have created this style dash copy.css file, and I simply didn't link it with my HTML, and that's the reason why this thing was happening to me. I did link the owl carousel, but I didn't link uh, the style copy.css, which is my own CSS that I created over here. So I need to copy this name from here and link it. I think that will work just fine. So after I have done that, let's just save that and let's just reload our code. Okay. So yes, the images are here as you can see. So the owl carousel actually works at the moment. But you can see that this is not a very good looking background image at all. This is not a very good looking background slider at the moment, because there are four sliders that are just sliding. And also one more thing that you will notice with respect to owl carousel is this, that if you hover over it, it will simply just stop. Okay. So the thing is this, that it's just there in its JS code down below. And also if you go to their own official Owl Carousel website, you will get tons of other customization options, uh, and you can apply them on your Owl Carousel. Like at the moment, as you can see, there are four images that are just sliding, and this is literally pretty awesome in case of the thing that you are creating some sort of client. Your client logos are sliding like that, the clients you have worked with section. This is good for that kind of a section, but this is not good for a slider section at all. I mean the primary slider section at all that comes at the top of every website. So just let's see how we can customize that. We are going to scroll down below, and in this code that we copied from there and pasted over here, you will see that the items are four. So if I switch from four items to just one item, you will see that the slider will work just fine, as you can see. So now this is a slider, good looking slider. Also the thing is this, that with respect to the last image, you will see that the image has shifted a little bit from being at the center to the bottom, I mean towards the top. So we will have to work on that. So for doing that, we will have to come over here and just select background position. It's going to be center, and just do the same for the rest of the stuff. Okay, let's just do this. Let's just copy that only. Background position, copy. Sorry for that. Center, and then also center out here. So if I do that, the background image will be aligned towards the center, and as you can see, uh, it has no impact on this one yet. I think it should be centered. This one should be bottom, I think. Okay. Composition, repeat. Okay. Let's just reload this one more time. And as you can see, the the position is in the bottom at the moment, because the things were happening inside the image towards the bottom and not towards the top, and that's the reason why I changed the background position. But the thing is that I do not need to change this particular slider's background position towards the center. It was okay out there. So let me remove that and just keep it this way, and it just works fine. But as you can see at the same time that the owl carousel is really fast. So for a user to interact with this sort of website will make the user dizzy. So it is always better to increase the slider time limit a little bit more. So let's come over here, and you can also customize that out here only in this code. So this code is there to trigger the owl carousel. This code is there to customize your owl carousels, and this code is also there to add and uh, add and remove a lot of items from your owl carousel. So you can have a look at those things from their official website. In the docs section they have those customization available. So I'm setting it to 6 seconds, so it will autoplay with after 6 seconds. So the slider will be will take some time to move, and it was moving really fast, it was changing really fast, so it will now take some time to change. And this is how generally you can create sliders easily for your website. So if you like this video, please do drop in your likes, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Also I would like to know in the comments below if you are facing any kind of problem with respect to using this owl carousel out here. Okay, and see you on the next video.